My name's Angus Friday. I'm the Grenada's ambassador to the United Nations and the current chair of the Alliance of Small Island States. The Alliance of Small Island States have really been at the forefront of the climate change issue and the call for international attention to this problem that we have. In addition to that, I think it's fair to say that the Alliance of Small Island States has really been the conscience of the international community on this very important issue, which has now come to the top of the international agenda. My own experience in Grenada, which was previously below the hurricane belt, is that we suffered huge damages with some 200% of GDP. And what this did was to highlight to me, indeed, the vulnerability of island states. But this is something which has been talked about for quite some time now. What we're focusing on within AOSIS going forward is two levels. Firstly, on the mitigation side, which is to reduce the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, is working with the international community on the negotiations, what we call the Bali Roadmap, and we're doing that fairly successfully. In addition to that, in terms of adaptation, we're looking at ways to implement what's been called the Mauritius Strategy for implementation. One of the key requirements, of course, is that of financing. So much of our energy at the moment is into the whole area of financing and how we can command and mobilize some of the financial resources promised in Mauritius. We're doing this, for example, by pulling together experts on financing in this area. And we've been fairly successful at it, to the point where we are now creating what's been called the Global Islands Green Financing Facility, which will allow the island states to effectively invest in their economic development as it relates to adaptation. In addition to that, we need to mobilize resources for the ongoing management so that the Mauritius strategy can be managed not just on a 5-yearly basis, but continuously. So these are some of the important things that we're looking at. Here in Hanoi, of course, we're talking about the importance of oceans, the resources that we have, and clearly the financing to allow us to harness those resources is going to be extremely important going forward. And I'm very proud to be following in the footsteps of people like Naroni Slade and the previous ambassador of Mauritius to the UN, who've done some excellent work in this area. We're very optimistic about the future going forward. We see that partner countries are coming forward to offer help. But the critical thing is for us to work hard as the Alliance of Small Island States to bring those partners in place so that we can actually implement a number of things that we've promised ourselves to do.